Welcome to the Programming Lions podcast, where we are on a mission to become more productive humans. Today's episode is an interesting exchange of Q&A between me and the boys, so let's get right into it.
So we hit 1,000 subscribers, and we are going to ask all three of us hard questions and some funny questions, some hard questions, and yeah, let's get right into the video.
All right. Oh, but before we do, we've got a special prize that showed up.
I just got the mail, and look what we got in the mail. Woohoo!
The YouTube play button.
Yes, the YouTube. It's the 1,000 subscriber YouTube play button. Thank you guys so much for getting us to 1,000 subscribers. It has been great. We expect more.
Yeah, big time stuff. Big time stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't know they did the cardboard version. I guess when you get to 1,000.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, we got a ways to go. But we are having a good time. And we're still pretty early in our journey. And our growth is happening at a faster pace. So we're growing exponentially. And so we definitely appreciate everybody's support and engagement along the way.
Nice. All right, let's start off with a banger.
Oh, boy.
So, Dad, why did you start GSD Nation?
Why did I start GSD Nation? This is a great question, Max. You kind of know the answer to this, though, right?
We do. We just want the viewers to know.
Okay. I started GSD Nation because I was concerned about the direction that corporate America was going and just the freedoms in America in general. And I wanted to take an active part in working with you two on building strong critical thinking skills and addressing some of the challenges that the future generation is going to face. And as well, by starting a channel, we're starting a business, and it's an opportunity for us to work together in an entrepreneurial fashion and spirit and go through the ups and downs and turmoil of starting a business, growing a business, having failures, having successes. And that is an experience that should live with you forever. And for me as a father, being able to do this with my kids is unbelievable. But ultimately what drove me to it was just a trend of complacency, lacking accountability in both corporate America and in society in general. And we are get stuff done types of people. And we want to be able to get our message out and try to help build more productive nation.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay. What are you two most excited about? Let's go one at a time. But what are you most excited about with what we've been doing on GSD Nation?
I'm most excited about is probably getting the message out and trying to get productive people. Just get more productive people in the world. And
build a community.
I'd like to make this like a business that doesn't just last for a little bit, but for a long time. And then when you end it, me and Max continue it. And then that's what I want it to be like.
Ultimately, I would love for you guys to run with it when I'm too old and decrepit to be super involved. Huh?
Oh, man.
I'm having a blast. And we're going to have a lot of great memories because we're covering interesting, in some cases controversial topics together, and we're breaking them down logically and trying to do that in an unbiased way. The other thing that we're doing is we're bringing guests on that have really cool stories and inspirational backgrounds to what they've done.
Why did you marry Mom?
Oh,
Mom of all people.
Wow. This is an entire podcast in itself because there's so many reasons. There's so many reasons. Let me just say a few, because your mother is amazing. And I want to make sure I don't get emotional about this, but your mother, beautiful woman, she's attractive. And so there's that physical aspect to it, of course. And she, in my opinion, is getting even more beautiful with age. She's every year, I think she's getting better. The more important things are really what's on the inside and someone's values and what drives them and how our relationship works. Your mother, I would say the things that really stand out is she's one of the strongest, most disciplined people that I've met. Your mom, as you know, has epilepsy. It didn't hold her back from doing anything that she wanted to do. I remember early on in our relationship just thinking like, wow, what a incredibly like strong person with incredible attitude. And I respected that a lot. The other thing is she came from a really good family. I got to meet her family when we first started dating. And so you can see that like good values are inherent in the family and in her. So when you have value systems and basic sort of principles aligned with a partner in life, then you're likely going to have success. Okay. In addition, your mother is great about being incredibly supportive when I need her to be supportive. When I'm going through something, whether it's at work or this business that we started, it's a little bit risky, right? To leave a solid income and job to do something that has no guarantees.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been incredibly supportive. She's my sounding board. She provides a lot of ideas. And as you know, she's very integral in our business meetings in terms of what we do for ideation. So that's incredible. But at the same time, she also holds me accountable. And she holds you guys accountable too.
She does.
As a great mother. But she holds me accountable. So if I screw up or I say I'm going to do something and I don't do it, well, she'll let me know. Life would not be the same if I hadn't met your mother, and of course, I wouldn't have had you guys.
It would have been really different for us.
Do you ever feel pressure to make me proud?
Well, the thing is, in my football games that I do, normally I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's like I gotta pull this flag or else my dad will get so mad at me. So then it's like, yeah, I actually feel under pressure. So then I have to play good and kind of sometimes. Okay. Sometimes you're pretty scary.
Really?
Yes. When you're mad at us, you're scary.
Okay.
That's true, but that's probably also very often, that's probably also good though, right?
Yeah.
If you're not scary, if you don't show that if you do something bad and you don't get punished, then that's not very good.
Is that good for you, or do you think I'm too intense?
Well, the thing is, you want to be scary because then it'll put your children into shape and all that. So then they know you put them into shape, and then if you have soft, that means the kids can basically control you, but you control us.
Yeah. So do you think I'm fair about when I'm stern and when I let you do what you want?
Yes.
Okay. William, do you feel pressure to make me proud?
Yeah. Yes, I do. A lot.
I hope you both know you can never be a disappointment to me. You're amazing kids.
If you could rate Fortnite, the video game that we play, from 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
Interesting.
Comparing it to Call of Duty or Warzone or whatever other.
Well, as you know, I don't really play a lot of video games. I have been exposed to some of those, but we play Fortnite together, the three of us, and we'll do trios or duos. I really enjoy it because it's not so realistic like Call of Duty.
Yeah, there's no blood
and you can choose your skin, so there's some creativity to it. But at the same time, it's intense, and you have to practice and be good at the game. But they also mix it up regularly, so there's a lot of reasons I really like Fortnite. I would give it a 9 out of 10. I can't think of off the top of my head a better game other than maybe Mike Tyson's Punch-Out from 1990. But if I had to spend an hour playing a video game, I think Fortnite would be the one that I would play.
Okay. Nice. Interesting.
And it's also special because we can do it together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
But can you remember a time where I got really upset or punished you, and tell me what that was?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
What? Come on.
Next. I'll go first. It's where... it's where I remember once when I was really young, 4 years old or something. I was complaining in my bed because I did not want to go to sleep. So then you took blankie from me. You took my blanket, and I was like, ah!
Yeah,
I started going crazy.
Absolutely.
And then I just kept going on, and eventually, you got so mad. You took me and put me in the garage.
Now we've got a warm, comfortable garage. You were raging so bad. You were slamming. You were banging your door. All this stuff. It was definitely that.
What was I doing?
Raging toddler stage. Max, you were sleeping, and And I remember saying to your mom, this is a little harsh, but let's just put him in the garage. Like, you can't hurt much in there. You did end up calming down pretty quick. And then you were so exhausted from the rage that you fell asleep. And then we brought you back in. So
Yeah, I fell asleep in like that little.
but it is now become a long-standing joke or story about when Will raged, we just locked him in the garage. Okay, Max,
No,
what about you?
Don't do that.
All right, so yeah, I got in trouble by Mom and you, and Mom wanted to spank me, and I said to her, "That wasn't hard at all." And she said, "I'll get Dad over here." I'm like, "No, please." And next thing you know, then you slapped my butt so hard that I went crying, and then it left a red mark.
Yeah, we didn't spank you guys much, but there was I think just a couple of times is all you needed, and then that was deterrence.
Yes.
But Max, that was unwise. You turned and laughed at her and said that wasn't very hard.
Yeah, I should have done that.
No.
If I could go
Mistakes
back in
were made.
time, I would change that.
Fatal mistake. Do you think harsh punishments help kids realize like wrong, right, good, bad?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, it shows them that when you do that thing wrong, like when you do something bad, it shows that you should probably then give them a punishment, and if that will show them to do better than that or to not do that again.
Yeah.
Or else that would happen.
I'll tell you something that you might not know, which is it's really hard as a parent to punish your children because you love them so much. But your mom and I had a pact. We're going to hold strong on this. And our pact was basically we would bias on harsher discipline, especially early on in your lives, because we felt like that would ingrain better discipline, mindset, accountability, and those types of things. So GSD behaviors early in life. And we're all far from perfect, but I think you both now react pretty well to warnings and potential sanctions.
What do you prefer more, Marvel or DC?
I have to go with DC. It's because Superman is my favorite superhero of all time. And Superman is part of the DC universe. Well, right back at you. What's your favorite?
Now Marvel kind of did like they're way up there and then they just went down.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do prefer DC.
Okay. All right. Well, it's unanimous. DC universe. What would you like to be remembered for? One at a time.
So I'm a big fan of the NFL. Odell Beckham Jr. How he caught like these one-handed catches and like all that. I kind of want to do like that, like do a very like long one-hand catch and then like.
You want to be remembered for some amazing one-handed catches?
Yes.
That's okay. That's very specific, Max.
Okay.
Nice.
I would like to be remembered for some dude that invented flying cars or something like that. Some really cool thing.
A cool
portal,
invention.
like a portal or something.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to be remembered for a really cool invention, like an Elon Musk or something.
Yeah, I want to be remembered as an Elon Musk.
What is your favorite movie series?
Okay. That one's pretty easy for me. Star Wars.
Really?
I have some close seconds.
I thought you liked Rocky.
Rocky's right up there. Right up there. I mean, one of the most inspirational series of all time. And Rocky IV, for those that missed it, it literally ended the Cold War. Rocky is certainly good, but Star Wars is really difficult to beat. It's such an iconic brand story, and the movies were really, really good. They were ahead of their time.
Excluding Us, who is your idol? How about like celebrity though?
Yeah, I would say your mother is an inspiration. She's incredible. Both my parents have been incredible inspirations. They're hardworking, great values. They are very selfless. But if I was to look for more of a celebrity, there's a couple that come to mind. I really respect Elon Musk. He's invented things that we never thought were possible and made electric cars a reality. Yeah. He's made sustainable rockets and space travel. He's got some other interesting things in the hopper. The other thing that I respect about him is that he really put himself out there in terms of buying Twitter, with his own money, making it private in defense of free speech. And whether people agree or not with Elon Musk, you've got to respect his desire to protect free speech there. And then more on just a pure motivational side, I'd say Jocko. Jocko is just like, he just says it as it is. He doesn't have excuses. He promotes that kind of mindset. And I really like his messaging. I've liked all of his books. What in the news today scares you guys? You are probably more attuned to the news, partially because of our channel and what we do. But what in the news scares you guys today?
So mine is when I saw that Israel and Hamas, I was just like, we're getting involved. Other countries are getting involved in it. So then I'm kind of just like, I was thinking like this might be to start a war, World War III.
Okay.
The shootings at like the churches or the schools or stuff like that. That stuff. No, I don't want that to come to our school.
Right.
Sometimes I worry about that.
That's probably its own podcast in terms of why that's happening. And in fact, it's on our list of things that we want to cover at some point. And it's related to, potentially it's related to gun control, but it's also related to mental health when you look at some of the people that are doing this. But that is, I can understand why you would be nervous about that, because it's something also you can't really predict or get in front of, right? You can put in safety protocols at schools, which yours has done a lot of that, which is great. But it's a difficult thing to prevent because you don't know who, when, how somebody's going to go bananas.
Yeah.
And there's some evil people out there. It's crazy. Where is your favorite vacation spot that we've been to and why? Max.
So I do like we go to Minnesota every year. I really like that. Gosh, like minute, like I really like Costa Rica. That one was very cool. It was just such a cool like place to be, and like it felt like very cool.
I liked it. We went on the cruise.
You liked the cruise?
That was really fun.
Okay.
They also had an infinite ice cream thing. Where like you could just stand in line, infinite.
You boys had a lot of ice cream.
Yeah, we had a lot of ice cream, like 3 cones a day.
Oh gosh,
that was a good trip.
I feel like that one's above just a little bit, but like it's above Costa Rica.
Really?
Who do you like more, Obama?
Oh no.
Or Biden?
Oh gosh,
this
Dad.
is a harder question than it probably should be. I have to get a slight edge to Obama because
he talks better.
He speaks better. And he also looks like a guy that I could have a beer with and would be able to chat with. I think that I would enjoy hanging out with Obama. Like Obama seems like, even though I disagree with most of his policies and pretty much everything that he did and how he brought a lot of racial tension back into America as the first black president, I felt like he did a lot of things to destroy what like we were hoping for when he came into office. But I don't suspect that he did that intentionally. He just, like, some people have good intentions, but their policies, practices, and decisions are horrible.
Yeah.
So I put him in that camp. I think he would be a fun guy to actually hang out with, and I might, learn something visiting with him a bit.
Okay, nice, interesting.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
Let's
start with you, Will.
My Roman play at school, and I forgot one of my lines.
Yeah.
So then I was the only person I think did that. Then I was still in the curtains, right, behind everything. And suddenly they just came in after doing all their lines, because then it was my line next. So they came out and I said it, and then I was really embarrassing because I was off, right?
Yeah.
Like I missed it. So then for the rest of the play, when we were there, I hid behind this fake tree. This fake tree. That was not fun.
Yeah, I remember that. That was, I could see how that would be embarrassing. Max, what about you? I think I know yours, but tell me anyway.
Mine was really recent.
It was.
Mine was where I tried out to get a guitar solo.
Yeah.
On a concert.
At your school concert, you tried out and got to do a guitar solo at the school concert.
Yeah, so then when I was coming up the stairs, I was just like, yay, yay, yay. And next thing you know, I tripped and fell.
Mm-hmm.
And I went face onto like the ground.
Yeah.
And like next thing you just like clang. And then next thing you know, and then I went up there, did my guitar solo, got off. And
when burpee.
Yeah, and then when we were about to do when we were about to sing our song, the person standing next to me said, "That probably was the most embarrassing moment of your entire life."
Up to that point.
Wow.
You got plenty of time left. Don't worry. Yeah, that was awesome, Max. You literally tripped hard coming onto the stage, did a full burpee on your guitar, and then proceeded to actually crush your solo.
What was your first job?
So my first job, remember I lived in Minnesota. My first job was shoveling driveways. And then I also did some lawn mowing. So I would take our lawnmower over and I'd do some neighbors' yards, but I would shovel driveways of neighbors. And so I was probably 10, 12 when I was doing that. And make a few bucks. Back in those days, make maybe $5.
That sounds not
You know
very
what
fun.
You know what your first official job is going to be?
What?
You guys want me to tell you?
No.
Let me guess. Going in the palm fields in Costa Rica.
We went by those palm oil fields in Costa Rica. I think you could get down there. They put you up. You work with the Costa Ricans and Nicaraguans, and you learn Spanish.
Let's just get to
the
next thing. Let's just get to the next one.
All right. What was the hardest thing you've ever done in your life?
I think we might be in the middle of it. I think GSD Nation is the hardest thing that I've done. I mean, there's, of course, you can split things into physical, mental, stress, risk, leaving a good job at a good company. It's pretty risky.
Yes.
And it's a lot of work.
Nice.
It's a good question.
Yeah. Nice.
Do you remember a time where you had your feelings hurt really bad? Tell me about it.
Well, I wasn't really hurt by this, but people kept saying like my middle name Brown. It was like, that's the color of the stuff that comes out of me, my poop, and they're like making fun.
No sweat, right, Max?
Yeah.
Maxwell Brown.
Okay, nice. Yeah, he's a poo-poo pants.
Okay.
I don't really have a moment that I'm get super sad. No, I'm just like, like there probably is, but it doesn't come to me right off the top of my head.
Yeah. Let's wrap up with this. Funniest moment that you can remember.
I can't remember this, Dad, but you guys once showed me a video of this. It's where when I was a little baby, when I was in my crib, I
remember this.
I was bored.
You're a madman.
And in my crib, then my tricycle was right next to it. So then I brought my tricycle. So I carried the tricycle into the crib, and I just started going front, back, front, back into the walls of the crib, and it was like whoop, 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 and I did that for a while.
It was like that scene out of the Austin Powers movie. How about you, Max?
Oh, I remember. We had this mannequin video, and we were like using me as like demonstrations. Like you're like, how far can I throw Max?
Yep.
I remember one time you missed the pool, but like you meant to miss the pool, and then the head just went just like flying off, and like the arm like also
both of the arms just like fell off.
Yeah. And then like it was like, and then after we filmed the whole entire video, Will and me were just throwing them around for fun.
Well, that video is still pending, but when it comes out, people will appreciate it. I hope. Any final questions for me?
Favorite son.
Favorite son.
Yep. Last question. Who do you like more? Who do you like more?
Oh. Do you really want to know? Do you really want to know?
No, please.
I'm willing to accept it.
You're willing to accept the outcome?
I'm not able to accept it.
Max, you're not willing? There is zero way I can answer that question. I can't have a favorite. You both have such unique elements to you. I love every bit of each of you equally, but I appreciate the question. That was a fun little Q&A session between us. Some hard questions, some fun ones. And I think we learned a little bit about each other, and our viewers learned a little bit more about us. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If there's other questions that you would love us to do in a future session, I think we'll do more of these. Drop them in the comment section, and we'll be sure to add them. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe, like, comment, share, it really makes a difference for us. Thank you. Until next time.